Hello everybody and welcome to Green Star Trading with me Tom. All views, opinions and ideas expressed in this video are my own and do not constitute financial or trading advice in any way. Right, for the next few minutes we're going to be looking at Bitcoin and we're going to start with our Elliott wave analysis and finish with our basic technical analysis. So, two counts to show you today, flat pattern and an ending diagonal. I am more sure of where we are in the count than I have been for many months. And that's because of the volatility we've seen over the last 24 to 48 hours. So praise be the volatility, for it bringeth clarity. And we can now have a look at the count with that clarity in mind. So let's get underway here, looking at the flat pattern first. Coming from the March 13 low of 2020, we move up in 5 intermediate waves into primary wave 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. And we've topped out and are now carrying out an expanding flat pattern. So let's come in to the recent price action and explain this. Let's come off log scale now. We're going to come down to the 2 hour. So we top out in primary wave 3. We then have a 3 wave move into an A, 3 wave move into a B, which expands beyond the start of A, and now we're looking at a 5 wave move down into a C, which will expand beyond the completion of A. So wave 3 into wave 4, just like this. Nice and simple 3 wave move. So that's one count. So far, I'm not quite sure how far we are into the C leg of this count, into the 5 waves, but I can see a 1, 2, 1, 2. So I need to change that wave degree, don't I? That's minor, so this would be minute. So let's just do that quickly. Just a slight mislabeling error. Okay, so far I can see 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 2. So this would be intermediate. This would be, minuet, and this is minute, and this is minor. So I don't think we're anywhere near done yet, because having gone with the B beyond where the A began, we should complete the C beyond where the A finished. So somewhere down here. So I've got two targets for you. I've got the 161.8% extension of wave A from the B to find our C, and that finishes at 46253.88. Okay, that would complete an expanding flat, and it would look something like this once it's complete. 3 waves in an A, 3 waves in a B, 5 waves in a C, expanding pattern, complete the 4, and then off we go into the 5th and final wave. There you go. That's the flat pattern, nice and simple. The other target I've got down here is a 38.2% retracement of primary 3. This is the deeper correction we'd expect for a wave 4. Don't have to come all the way down here. We could stop at the 23.6% retracement. I haven't labelled it, but it's somewhere in between these 2 points. We'll know a better idea as the 5 waves down develop where we're going. So the 38.2% retracement of primary 3 would bring us to 37.515.52. Right, so that's the flat pattern, and they're my expectations if it's correct. Let's move over and have a look at another count. Both of us have us topping out in the wave 3. The ending diagonal one we're looking at here just has us doing it a little bit later. Just in the last last couple of days we've topped out in primary wave 3. So this would call for a deeper correction, because it's setting up a zigzag here by the looks of it with this initial 5 wave move down. Can't be certain it's a 5 wave move down, just looks like one. So what we can see here, the way we have to count this, is a series of 3 wave structures to get our ending diagonal, with a zigzag here, 5, 3, 5. Then we get A, B, C, 3 move to here, into the 2, so 1 into the 2, 3 waves into the 3, 3 waves into the 4, 3 waves into the 5, and then we break down here into an A, B, C, zigzag 5, 3, 5. This has the potential to bring us lower purely because the zigzag tends to be a deeper correction, and yeah, it tends to be a deeper correction. We don't think I've done 5 waves down here yet, and since I feel like we're impulsing down, that would suggest a 5, 3, 5 structure. So that could bring us to the 38.2, could bring us deeper, who knows. Either way, primary wave 3 completes up here. Now, I'm not super keen on this, but it does fit. We've got 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, which is good, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 4 overlapping the 1. The 5 is still shorter than the 3, although the 3 is shorter than the 1, so the 3 is not the shortest, so it is a motive wave. But the 4 overlaps the 1, which we like, which is fine to see in an ending diagonal, and we have this rising wedge structure, which we like to see in an ending diagonal. So totally legit, and it looks kind of nice, to be honest. The only thing I don't like about it is this move up here into the first wave 1. Yes, it does divide as a 535, but it's shoddy work really. It divides neater as an impulse, and we have it as an impulse to get us up into our top on the flat pattern here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we go A, B, C. So if I had to lean towards one or the other, I would lean slightly towards the flat, the expanding flat correction. Let's just have a look at where we topped out with that B wave. So really beautiful piece of confluence here, really. Here's the 123.6 right where we'd expect to find it. First wave for the B wave, down in the A, 123.6 the extension of A to find the B, and then 161.8 of the A from the B to find the C. So it looks neat. I like this free wave move here, I like this free wave move here, and I like this impulse wave that we seem to be constructing here. So I'm going to stick with the flat. This is a legitimate ending diagonal, but I think I prefer the flat pattern. But the great thing about this, guys, is unlike saying impulse higher in a wave that's yet to complete and one that has completed may go a lot lower, we're now both singing from the same hymn sheet. We're both saying primary wave 3 is complete, and a further downward correction will come in the following weeks until we complete, and then we're up off into that final 5th wave to find that cycle wave top, and then it's time to get the hell out of the market and wait for disaster and pick up Bitcoin cheap again. Won't that be a wonderful opportunity? So that concludes our Elliott wave count. Let's now go over and do our basic analysis to finish off the video. So we're going to get rid of the Elliott wave count here. We're going to auto log the chart. We're going to bring ourselves in, and then we're going to throw up our exponential moving averages, which is a 10 in yellow, a 20 in blue, a 60 in orange, and a 250 in green. We're going to bring up our RSI set to a 10 close, with the green 30 level representing oversold and the red 70 level representing overbought. We're going to bring up our MACD with a 10 for the short term moving average and a 20 for the long, and our volume profile here on the right hand side showing the various peaks and troughs of the buy sell volume, with the extreme of which being marked by the yellow dashed line. What can we see on the weekly time frame? Well, a big red candle. It's not that big, but we are in log scale, and things tend to get a little bit out of shape. So let's come into arithmetic for a minute, and all of a sudden now that seems very small, and all of this seems very big. But either way, quite a big range so far. Of course, we're it's not even Monday yet, but we can see that we've broken through. We've wicked through the 10 exponential moving average on the weekly time frame, and we haven't really done that since we got into this big move up. So yeah, first time we've broken major support, right? We're still above the 2016 250 on the weekly time frame. Now, that long-term divergence I've been talking about for ages now, high, lower high, lower high, lower high on the RSI, high, 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 high in price. That's what's breaking, and this convinces me that this was the peak of the momentum here into a 3, and now we're rolling over 3 here into a 4 to go higher. So yes, I think this divergence is about to play out, and we're about to break down further. The MACD is crossing over 10 over the 20. We've had a dying off of bullish momentum, darker candles as you can see here. Crossover should come this week if Danny downward momentum continues. This will turn negative. We'll start to pick up some, well, it won't get into negative territory, but it will turn bearish momentum. We'll start to see some red bars on the histogram here as we move lower. Let's come down and look at the daily time frame. Right then, first significant breakdown in a long time, and let's not bother counting it. It's a long time. We've come through the 60 exponential moving average. We've wicked through it. We've found temporary support, but I believe it's only temporary. We are just hanging around at the very peak of this buy sell node here, just hanging around here waiting to make a decision about how much further we want to move down and how quickly. So we're just going to chill out in this nice volume node until we do that. 250, we got a big load of volume around the 250 here with a point of control. If we really come down violently, we could make it down into mid 30,000s, possibly if we get that big zigzag move for our target on our Elliott wave count. into neutral territory on the RSI, heading towards oversold conditions. So we could be getting a 5-wave move down into a zigzag, a bounce out of oversold, and a bounce back down in, and a push back down into it. That would support the idea of the ending diagonal. Or it could just be an extension in the wave 3, pushes us into oversold, bounce in the wave 4, down in the wave 5, positive divergence to the bottom we would be looking for to confirm the bottom of the wave 4. Off we go. Right, MACD, 10's crossed over the 20 here. We've got red bars on the histogram forming. We can see that serious divergence, high, lower, high, across these highs, telling us that we were in the final phase of bullish momentum before we were going to change trend. And that's what we've done in the short term. We're coming down into a corrective phase before we go back up again. Now, the next most obvious thing I just want to point out as a piece of basic analysis we have to bring account of is we've broken trend, and when you break trend from all the way back here at what we would expect, because this is the intermediate wave 3, intermediate wave 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 3, we've broken the trend of that final wave. You see, from the 4 into the 5, that fifth trend has broken. We went into an expanding pattern, we've come through it. So now it's time, I think, now that we've broken that trend, to come down, find a new low, start a new wave up with a new trend after we complete this bearish phase. And that's it. That's how I see the basic analysis. So further downside to come, and it should be welcomed because it's a buying opportunity. So just be patient, put your orders in, be patient. But as always, this is not financial or trading advice. Read the disclaimer. Right, now, before I go, quick thank you to my patrons. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you're not a patron yet, there's a link in the description box below. If you want to, head on over, have a read of the tiers, some great benefits there, plus Discord access so we can all have a chat together, which is wonderful. Also, I have my link to my Twitter feed in the description box below or on the YouTube channel banner. Go and follow us if you like. And that's it, guys. Thank you for joining me on this basic analysis and Elliott wave analysis of Bitcoin. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, smash the like, hit the bell notification icon to remain informed of future video releases, and leave us a comment section letting us know what you think in the comment section below if you want to. Alright guys, take care, and I'll be back with you later in the week. All the best. Bye bye.